Wolves pitting city dwellers against rural folks in Colorado. Here's the issue. About 2 years ago, the state voted to reintroduce gray wolves into the Colorado wilderness. It's all part of a conservation effort to bring the species back to its historic natural territory. The vote narrowly passed, supported mostly by urban residents. Now, rural dwellers who would actually have to deal with these new visitors say the wolves will kill livestock and hurt their way of life. CNBC's Valerie Castro with the story now from Walden, Colorado.
Tyler, right now the state is considering bringing 30 to 40 gray wolves to the state at the end of next year. They are on the endangered species list at the federal and state level, but conservation efforts over the last several years have raised their numbers to several thousand across the country. And in some states, you can even hunt wolves under certain federal guidelines. That is not the case here in Colorado, at least not yet.
Wolves are not efficient killers, okay? And so things don't die from a wolf pleasantly.
Third-generation Colorado cattle rancher Don Gittleson has seen it firsthand. He's recently lost 9 cows to a wolf pack. This is one of 6 wolves born to the pair that traveled down from Wyoming last January, the offspring now learning how to hunt.
They eat almost everything, so they'll eat the hide, the ribs, quite a few of the bones.
Gray wolves are listed as endangered in the state. Besides this newly formed pack, they haven't lived here since the 1940s when the last wolf was killed. Killing them now is illegal, even on private property. Ranchers can be reimbursed by the state for dead livestock, but they need proof.
What I need is to show that that animal was alive before they started to eat on it. For that to happen, we have to skin back and find bruising underneath the hide.
With 150 animals across 11,000 acres of hilly terrain. Where are the cows now?
So some of them are back up over here in the mountain between the hogbacks here.
Gittleson doesn't always find the kills in time.
They had almost eaten all the evidence overnight, actually within about 4 or 5 hours.
Ranchers now face to lose even more as the state gears up to implement a wolf reintroduction. But signs like this one make it clear how some people in the state voted.
We are a small community that thrives on welcome hunters to our place in the world. And we're being dictated to and imposed upon by people in our state that aren't going to be affected.
Ashley Gates and her family are hunting outfitters who rely on the large elk population in the state, the perfect prey for wolves.
We've seen what's happened in Idaho, Montana, all these places that have had drops of wolves on them, and outfitters don't exist there anymore.
U.S. Fish and Wildlife officials discussed one potential solution at a public meeting this week, implementing a federal guideline that would allow people to kill problem wolves on private land.
Won't help us at all. We don't own the elk. We don't own the land.
Reed DeWalt is with the state agency now required to bring back the wolves.
We've initiated a stakeholder process made up of a variety of citizens from across the state that represent all kinds of people that are interested in wolf management and with wolves in Colorado.
About 2 million gray wolves once lived in this country.
Defenders of Wildlife, an environmental advocacy group, is part of the advisory panel.
The idea is by restoring this native predator, we can help restore the natural balance of our wild places.
Finding balance between predator and prey, the ultimate goal.
It's absolutely possible. I think we emerge with recommendations that are really going to set Colorado as a leader in wolf recovery.
Don Gittleson isn't convinced.
Colorado is way behind where they should be for dealing with wolves. A lot of this situation is frustrating.
Not everyone is against bringing the wolves here to the state, but some say they just want reasonable ways to manage them. Ranchers are only allowed to use a few non-lethal methods to scare them off, like flashing lights and electrified fencing. But Don Gittleson says the wolves have already begun to outsmart some of those tactics. As for ranchers being compensated for dead livestock, they argue that the price they're given for the cow that day doesn't come close to what it would have sold for in the fall.